Okay,
actually
it's
have a
live.
card?
Pardon? Yeah, of course I do. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I didn't know people got cards.
sure.
Oh, you get cards.
What's that?
I didn't know you would get an actual card.
When do people
Okay.
can stand over there?
Well, I can stand right over here if you like.
Yeah.
Anybody want to be publicly identified in this?
Oh, I can identify them.
We're not Canadian.
I would be.
Almost me.
Oh, do you want to do the camera then?
No, that's not going to hurt. Who's going to care?
Well, I don't know if anybody else will.
You don't need to keep Andy, he should be down here. He loves this kind of thing.
Mike's Fish, a guy, right? Mike's Fish.
Well, the question is two people, how many people do you want there?
Well, I don't. It's really about the card. It's not about people. But it's nice that people.
Well, I'm just
let me just
publicity-wise.
read my. Good morning. Thank you very much for coming down to watch this little event. Welcome to my personal protest against the recent actions of the provincial government. First, a little context. For those of you who don't know me, and I don't think that's anybody here right now, my name is David Rooney, and I'm the publisher and editor of the Revelstoke Current. As some of you know, before I started the Current, I was actively involved in federal and provincial politics, and in fact worked on Mark McKee's campaign for the BC Liberals in the last election. Mark is a fine man, he was an excellent mayor, and would have made a wonderful MLA. I believe that then, I believe that today. I respect and like Mark McKee a great deal, as I do the other BC Liberals with whom I worked in the last provincial election. This protest in no way reflects upon them. I am a lifelong free enterpriser, but I am also a believer in the requirement of government to be not only responsive to the needs of the people, but open and above board in all things. I do not believe that our provincial leaders have been either responsive or open and above board with regard to public spending, the harmonized sales tax, or the recent butchery of grants to arts and culture. In January, we were told we would weather the recession in this province just fine, thank you very much, with a $450 million deficit. Today, we are told, whoops, it's really going to be about $3.6 billion. I suspect people in the government knew it was going to be much worse going into the election. In July, we were told in July, the government announced it would join Ottawa's HST program. The harmonized sales tax may well be good for business. I think the jury is still out on that. But that is not the issue. There has not yet been a coherent and comprehensible explanation on why we need the HST in the first place from either our Premier or any of his cabinet colleagues. And lastly, the government chose to butcher the arts and culture grants that permit communities like Revelstoke to maintain museums, a wide array of culture programs, an arts council, and the Visual Arts Centre. Take away that funding, and believe me folks, it is not a lot of money, and we not only lose jobs, but significant pieces of our collective memory and our community souls. I could say a lot more here, but I won't. If you haven't already read it, but would like to read it, my entire rant is on www.revelstokecurrent.com. Just go to the column that says, "Want to burn a party card?" This is my BC Liberal membership card. I'm going to burn this as my personal political protest against the government's recent policies because, to quote Peter Finch's Howard Beale character in the Hollywood satire Network, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. Here we go. Oh great, one word. Burn, baby, burn. There we are. There we go. Thank you very much.